Very good day, learner. Today I come with a new topic in the area of digital marketing, that is called that the GEO and AEO. All of us who are attached to the digital marketing space, we all know that the search engine optimization, but the recent advent of AI, ML, and the generative AI, that the very much question asks there whether how much the ACO is relevant in today's search engine marketing era. So I'm taking you through the brief idea about what is ACO and how it is translated into the GEO and AEO, and what should be the structure of that content, right, when we do the GEO and AEO, right? So what is search engine optimization and how it transfers to GEO and AEO? So there is a the evolution of search. So earlier when we use the ACO, this is based on the there is a ranking for the clicks and traffic. Suppose you put a keywords and you check how the particular listing has been done, right, on the Google search engine result pages. But slowly after the advent of AI/ML, there has been phenomenal changes happen, like in terms of customer searches and find your brands online. So nowadays it's transferred into the geo where they like to see your brand, how it is been cited and trusted, right? And geo is the generative engine optimization, and it shows the how AI understand your brand, right? And when it's come to the AEO, so it is now becoming a single source answer, because customers sometimes ask on the search engine what's the meaning of what is email marketing, right? So they should get a very good structured answer based on your question. So from there we come to the zero click reality, right? So zero click is if customer asks a question on search engine, immediately they gets the answer on the result. So definitely they will not go click on any brand pages. So that's why it's a really a challenge. But here there's a reality now that the all the search engine behavior transferred into the click to zero click behavior. Now the question is that whether SEO is dead and whether there is a linear end of linear search journey, right? So the search journey start with a very traditional one. What is the traditional is the old journey, right? We all know this is based on the search engine Google, Yahoo, Bing, where we put our queries like best email marketing tips, and then based on that keywords, basically ACRP, search engine result pages, Google comes with a top listing search engine result, and there we click and we visit website. So here the customer activities result into the website visit. And when comes to the next stage, we call that the new reality, where even the same email marketing I put, there I get an answer. That's called the AI answer. And the AI answer, that AI can think what are the question you may be asked, what are the email marketing, different types of email marketing, everything will be put in a AI overview. So no need to go for a website. So that's the transition happen. But when you look at the modern discovery of search engine, that should start with the SEO, right? What is that? So that is called the search engine optimization. It is mainly optimized for the ranks. This is a foundation of digital visibility that is designed to capture clicks and direct organic traffic to your brand web page. Then slowly it comes to the GEO. GEO is optimized for the recommendation, and this recommendation by whom? It is recommendation by the any kind of chat GPT, perplexity, or maybe Gemini, like any large language model. And this large language model try to understand, synthesize and cite your brand as a trusted entity. So it is in the eye of large language model. But when it comes to the AEO, answer engine optimization, it's a very structured data, right, for a zero click environment, like as if you are doing what is email marketing, and the the platform gives the structured exact answer. So it could be something voice assistant, it could be AI overview. Now that transition, before understanding this, let us look at that what is the fundamental structure of this tree. So when it's called the traditional ACO foundation, it comes with the three layer. First layer is called the technical health. What do you understand by the technical health? Like ensuring fast, your web page should load fast, mobile responsiveness, flawless scrollability, like in terms of overall structure of your website. Like it could be the hosting also. When it comes to the once you have a good hosting, then you should have a on-page element like on-page optimization, like proper keyword mapping, header, footer, meta description. Then we call the off-page optimization. They are that you build credibility and backlink from the outside pages directing towards your website. But when it comes to the GEO, the foundation is looks like a they try to cite you outside the network, right? Your brand that should be cited somewhere in the Crunchbase, right? Somewhere it's a Wikidata. Sometimes you have been covered in LinkedIn or maybe certain expert quotes and expert reference, right? It's a something like a entity creation, and this is called the context independent facts, and it's based on the citation building. In incorporate the experts course original research to increase the mathematical probability of being selected as a source in the eye of generative AI, right? So generative AI is looking at the various sources. If it is very credible, they will list you over there. Now, when it comes to that AEO and GEO, especially the GEO, they don't rank links. Rather, they synthesize the data on a real-time basis based on prompt. They ensure your brand is trusted based on the data they refer. So that's why that citation matters. But when it comes to the AEO, AEO is a very structured way. Like first, it should be something 100-word rules. I will show you a snippet. Like it's provide a very concise direct answer to the common question immediately at the top of the section. So if you write what is email marketing, immediately very concise section that will structure that what is about email marketing in the 100 words. Second is the FAQ development, right? We'll show you that in an example that how FAQ again that provides a more and more discovery when people comes with kind of research question, right? We call that what is email marketing. And there are called the schema markup. This is the applying hidden layer of structured data to translate web content into machine readable format. Okay, so AEO, what is the advantage of that? AEO resolve the query very immediately because you are asking the question directly and immediately it puts the relevant pages and information in front of you. And the structured the content flawlessly that the machine can understand. Right? Schema is very important. Right? So what's the difference between these three? ACO, GEO and AEO. ACO output is basically a ACRP like 1 to 10 pages, and when it comes to the SEO output, search output for the GEO, it's a synthesized text, right? If I ask, say, what is email marketing, it's nicely created a small, snippet about what is email marketing, what is the feature, what are the resources, everything put in a very nice paragraph and maybe a one page, 500 words summary, right? When it comes to the AU, it's a feature snippet and voice answer, like exactly they try to understand. So where you should do this all this activity when it's a ACO, definitely Google, Yahoo, Bing. These are the traditional search engine use. And when it's called to the GU, it's a chat GPT and perplexity because you put the prompt and it gives the output. And AU is called the AI overview and Sri. The query format for ACO is a keyword. Like traditionally in digital marketer, they use the keyword generation tools, right? But when it comes to the GEO, it is more longer and conversational prompt. Maybe it's a chain of thoughts, maybe 2 3 prompts comes with your required output, right? And it should be very much specific. And when it comes to the AEO, it's a what is email marketing, who is the best marketer, where I can get the email marketing resources. So who, what, where, these are the question asked. That's why most of the optimized content comes with this who, what, where. And content delivery is called that user clicks through your page, and here the GEO the content is delivered as a AI phrases like the content 500 words or maybe 1,000 words, right, based on the prompt you provided. And AEO that engine extract your answer directly, right? And success metrics, that's the popular search engine charges you for the SEO, basically the traffic, ranking, click-through rate. But GEO is basically success metrics is about the citation and share of voice. More and more you are cited other, more and more you like to be discovered in the GEO. And AU is called the zero click visibility, right? They simply give you the direct answer the question you put. Now, how can we combine? What is the best practices of that? So it's based on that EEAT framework. and this framework still says, so if you write certain content like based on your experience and expertise, right, where you are showcasing the real world knowledge with detailed author bios, credential, because you are the practitioners, right? So that is more credible. That looks more trustworthiness, right? So if you based on EEAT framework like the traditional rule, if you produce exceptionally strong SEO content, you are already halfway through mastering GEO and AEO. So the first question I posed here, that whether SEO is dead. No, SEO is not dead. Basically, SEO is just your basic building block onto which you can create a content optimized for the GEO and AEO, because AI models are explicitly trained to read traditional marker of authority, and that authority comes from the EEAT frameworks. Now, how you can optimize this? There are certain things I like to show it over here. So, in your a sample content page, what you can do? You come with a paid title that should be H1 and H2 tag, right? And then as per the GEO, there should be 100 words of summary. It could be 100 and 300 words, and this is a self-contained highly factual summary, and that should take around 100 to 300 token, and this is especially meant for the LLM extraction. Then comes to the formatting, right? The formatting should be such that the bullet point and mini table content enhance both human scalability and AI parsing. And finally, the code layer, the schema markup implemented in the background to explicitly define entities and relation among the traditional SEO, right? I put a queries here, right? What is a query? What is a email marketing, right? So what you can see it here, first is comes with the AI overview. As I mentioned, it is already discovered. Now what you can see it here, various citation they have mentioned, right? You can see the citation. So without going into the further clicks, I can get an idea what is called email marketing, what are the different kind of email marketing I can do, right? Why business uses it. So it's about 300 words of description about the email marketing, but I like to show you one sample article that is optimized for both SEO, AEO and GEO. So who is the market leader in this? Called the, this is based on the MailChimps. Now let us look at the MailChimps. So this is the MailChimps article. I'm going to show you how it is optimized. So now let me look at the this is the article. This is a very detailed article, as I mentioned, right? First 100 words, right? So this should be about something about the email marketing, the basics of email marketing. Okay, so what is email marketing? You can show it here, and slowly they create that how that something like crawlable, and that the reader can read all these things, right? And finally I like to show you certain FAQ format, right? So this FAQ format, I directly comes into the FAQ format here. So yeah, here is the email marketing FAQ. What does it stand for? These are basically gives you the direct question that customer is asking here, right? So here there could be how to get started with the email marketing. So if someone searching with this kind of question, like how important in the email marketing subject line, then geo optimized, since this is a AEO optimized, right? Answer engine optimized. If someone searching with this, so immediately it will be put in front of the the AEO user. So this content is not only optimized from SEO, this is also optimized for the GEO and AEO. So that's all I feel. That's all I from my side about the email marketing as an example, and where how the SEO, GEO and AEO implemented, right? Thanks for your attention. I like to come with a similar article in future. Thank you for your time.